today's video, I'm sharing with you guys some DIY IKEA hacks. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Nastazsa, and I would love it if you guys would subscribe, as well as click that notification bell so you can be notified when I make more videos. And if you guys have any suggestions on items that you want to see IKEA hacks from, let me know what your favorite IKEA items are in the comments down below. Also, I have some exciting news. I did open a home decor shop. I will have it linked down below, and I'll talk a little bit more about my new home decor shop at the end of this video if you guys are interested. But without further ado, let's jump right into the IKEA hack.
For the first IKEA hack, we're going to be using this dresser. This dresser in particular from IKEA is meant to be customized, so you can keep it just the plain natural wood, but they did make it that way you can customize it, paint it, stain it, do whatever you want with it. So the first step here is to obviously build it, and it does come in 3 separate boxes. I always like to set a timer and let you guys know exactly how long it took me to put together. All right, the dresser is fully assembled now, minus the knobs. I'm actually going to be DIYing my own knobs. That's why I didn't assemble it with them on. I'm actually going to be staining the wood now with a wood stain that I purchased from Amazon, so I will link it down below. Keep in mind that you can obviously keep it the natural wood if that goes with what your theme is in your home. I just wanted something a little bit more like sleek and modern, so I went with a black wood stain. As you can see here, I went ahead and covered my surface that I would be staining on. Whether you're using paint or wood stain, I would highly recommend covering the floor. You definitely don't want to ruin it during this process, especially since we are using black stain. I definitely think you should work on the larger piece of the dresser first, starting off with the shell, and then you can put the drawers back in once they're stained. All right, so I'm actually gonna go in with a smaller brush first, especially on the top piece where you're gonna see all of the detailing, because I really want this to stain black, but I don't wanna take away from the natural textures and grooves that are on the piece. So that's kind of like the look that I would say that I'm going for. Obviously, you can start off with just a small amount of this stain, and it's gonna start off just being not super dark black, and then you can add to it, and that's pretty much what I want to do. This is probably going to take 2 coats to be the exact color that I want it to be, but again, using the smaller brush so I don't take away from any of the detailing in the natural wood. So this is what it looks like after the first coat of the wood stain. As I said before, I'm definitely gonna go back in and add a few more coats just to get it a darker black, but I wanna go slow because I don't wanna lose those little natural textures as you can see here. All right, these are the handles that I chose for my dresser. You get 2 per pack. Obviously, these aren't gonna match with the style that I'm going for, so I'm gonna show you guys a fun hack that I like to do with these. So you can actually go to the fabric store and find any color of fabric dye that you like. In particular, I'm using black, obviously, to go with the black theme of my dresser. And all you have to do is add this to some hot water, so that's what I'm gonna do now. The bucket that I'm using for my hot water actually is also from IKEA. I love these, they're super inexpensive. They're actually just a trash can, but I like to pick them up for projects like this. So I am gonna use the entire bottle of the Rid dye just because you do want this to be super concentrated, and I actually like to just use the bottle itself to just kind of go in and stir the mixture. So now you're just gonna go ahead and add the little pull tab part of the drawer pulls into the fabric dye. So I'm actually going to let this sit overnight. That way I know that the black dye has absorbed completely into the handles. All right, so I did let these handles soak overnight. I rinsed them out with water very thoroughly, but I'm gonna let them dry and let any of the extra dye soak into the paper towel I have them on. Then I'm honestly probably gonna take them all and do a rinse again, just to be sure that all the excess dye is out. This is what the dresser looks like after it has had some time to dry. I did end up going in with 4 coats of the stain, just because, like I mentioned, I did want that really deep, dark black color, and I love the way it turned out so far. So now that it is dry and our handles are finally dry, we can go ahead and attach those to the dresser. Super easy to install. You're just going to take the little drawer pull, you fold it in half, and then this piece fits right in between both of those. And then you're just gonna go ahead and take the screw after you open the door a little bit, and you're just going to place the screw into the dresser, and then you're gonna line it up. And then all you need is just a screwdriver from the inside, and it's like seriously super easy to install these. All right, so our first drawer pull is installed, and I think it looks amazing with the black on black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the other ones on. All right, now that all the drawer pulls have been added, this is what the completed dresser looks like. I absolutely love the way it looks. Also how budget friendly it was compared to a dresser that I was looking at that was very similar, that was literally $1,600. So happy I was able to create something a lot cheaper. I'm gonna go ahead and also insert a clip and show you guys how I'm gonna style the dresser. For the next hack, we're gonna be using this shelving side unit. So what this piece is meant for is to be like a support shelf. It's one side of it. So it is super affordable. It is under $15, and we are gonna turn this into a headboard for a bed for under $20. Which is super affordable for a headboard, and you can really customize it. So I just went to Joann's and I went through all the different fabrics, and I found something that was very minimal and neutral, but the best part is you can go and find any fabric that fits into your bedroom for this. Step one is just going to be removing these little side pieces here. As you can see, these are the little legs, but we don't need them since we're using this for a headboard. All right, for the next step, you're going to need the fabric that you chose. I recommend getting 2 yards of whatever fabric you're using. It gives you about an extra half yard or so to make mistakes. And then definitely use fabric scissors for this. It's just so much easier, especially if you're using a textured fabric like what I chose. And then we're also gonna use a staple gun for this next step. Now we have what is like a general rough estimate of how much fabric we're gonna use. Definitely keep the excess on and trim it off later so you don't make any mistakes in regards to this next step. All right, now we're gonna start the staple gun process. So here we're gonna pull back the fabric, and these are the bars that we're focusing on right now. These bottom pieces we will worry about later, so we're just doing the 3 crossbars that are across the way. Now when we're working with this bottom piece, I recommend tilting the headboard up. That way you can really see what you're doing, and you can make sure that you are stapling it where, like I said, you don't want this to like sag down or droop. All right, now all you have to do is carefully go in and trim the excess off. To be able to secure your headboard to the wall, we're gonna be using these little triangle hangers. They're super easy to install. You're just going to take a hammer and nail them in. I'm just gonna put 1 on each side. Since the headboard is super light, that's pretty much all you would need to secure it. All right, so this is what the completed headboard looks like. It is super easy just to hang up on the wall. Again, such a good option for under $20 to make, and super customizable if you wanted to stain the wood or again, use any different type of texture or colored fabric. You can create the perfect headboard. Those were the IKEA hacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I mentioned earlier, I did finally open a home decor shop. I will have it linked down below. A lot of the items that you saw in today's video are available to purchase on there. And I did go ahead and open it through Poshmark, just because if you are first signing up for a Poshmark account and you haven't used it before, you can use the code GOODVIBESHOME, which is the name of my furniture shop, and you can get $10 off your purchase. It's also just super easy on there. I'm able to send you guys tracking so you know when you're gonna get your item, as well as you guys can submit offers. So if you see something and you want it at a cheaper price, go ahead and send me an offer on there. I hope you guys are just as excited about the home decor shop as I am, and a huge thank you to everyone who's already purchased so far. So I will have that linked in the description box down below for you guys to check out. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!